Congressman, what are the additions that the House could add to the financial services deregulatory bill in the Senate?
Well, Kevin, we're excited that the Senate finally got something done, that they passed the bill. Although it's a watered-down version, as you alluded to earlier, we're glad that it's going to come to us. We get a chance to actually take a look at it and perhaps improve it. I brought with me this morning a list of 29 separate bills that have passed the House or passed our committee with overwhelming votes. To give you an example, we've got H.R. 4296 here, addresses capital operation risk with 245 votes, which is kind of the bottom of this, all the way to voice voting bills. Two of them in this package that are mine deal with choke point that had 395 votes. Another one that deals with SIFI designation had 288 votes, which a 288 vote threshold is right next to 290, which is a suspension level, so which means it's non-controversial and should go. So out of these 29 bills, we feel that there's an opportunity to get a lot of these on the Senate bill and not hurt the bill, and in fact improve it and make it a better bill.
Talk to me about your SIFI designation bill that was bipartisan.
Well, the bill, I think, right now the Senate bill has a threshold of $250 billion. I believe that you add this bill, my bill, to the Senate bill, what it does is give those banks between 250 and the really big banks an opportunity for an off-ramp to show that at some point they are not systemically risky. If they are, then they still get to keep the designation. Again, you leave it up to FSOC, you leave it up to the Fed Systemically Risk Indicator score that is already in place to help make those designations and give them guidance to FSOC in their designation process. So to me, it's an off-ramp for those banks in between if they deserve to do that because of the business model.
Do you think there's an appetite for the off-ramp given the current political climate? Because that was something that Chairman Crapo of the Banking Committee decided against because he didn't think that he would be able to garner enough support in the Senate.
Well, again, 288 votes shows that there's overwhelming bipartisan support. That is almost to the suspension level. So, again, it's a huge. It was in the committee itself. We had a majority of the Democrats support the bill. So it's not that controversial. Everybody understands that this is not reinventing the wheel. What this actually does is give the regulators some authority to be able to do a better job of analyzing the risk that's actually there.
What's the timetable for this?
You'll have to talk to Chairman Hensling. I mean, he's the guy that's going to make the decision on when we put these bills together, when we take a look at the Senate bill, when we're going to move the bill as a whole. I would hope that it's soon, but again, you need to check with him. He's the guy in charge.
Sometime over the next couple of weeks. So if you're watching this from Wall Street, trying to price this in, sometime maybe before Easter, we could see the House.
I would think you need to get a hold of Chairman Hensling's office. They're the guys that make the decision. They get the big bucks. Yeah. I'm just a flunky.